Hello bookworms, I'm Becca and this is Top 5 Wednesday. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group that is run by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, where each week there's a different topic. This week's topic is Top 5 Spooky Settings, and I have to say I am so excited for this topic because it is almost Halloween and I love all of these spooky, creepy reads, and if you're reading creepy books, there's obviously some very creepy settings. I'm excited to share these 5 settings with you, so let's get started. Coming in at number 5 on my list is Hell from Dante's Inferno, and the reason this is coming in at number 5 is because for me, oddly enough, this wasn't inherently a creepy setting. I read Dante's Inferno when I was in high school, and I've always been very fascinated with the book and just the fact that he is journeying through the 9 circles of hell, and each of those different circles is its own setting. So I just found the book as a whole very fascinating, but the concept of the setting being hell is a little creepy, don't you think? Coming in at number 4 on my list is The Basement of the Bookshop in You by Caroline Kepnes. If you're familiar with this book, You is about a man named Joe who is stalking a woman named Beck. Joe takes it one step further and turns the basement of the bookshop where he works into like this dungeon with a cage to keep the people that he's kidnapping. And I just think it's so creepy that nobody in the bookshop knows that this is happening because no one goes down into the basement except for Joe, and that is terrifying. Coming in at number 3 on my list is Neverland from The Child Thief by Brom. The interesting thing about The Child Thief is that it's a very dark, macabre retelling of Peter Pan, and so instead of this light, happy, fun story that we're used to hearing about, it's very dark and twisted, and Neverland is not a safe place. The way that it is described is just so eerie and creepy with mist and fog, and to even get there you have to be focused in on where you're going through the mist, and if you get distracted you'll lose your way and be stuck in the mist forever, and that is so insane to me. Oh, I've never really finished The Child Thief, but sometimes I go back and reread the descriptions of Neverland because it's just so eerie to think about. So creepy. I love it. Coming in at number 2 on my list is one of my favorite books, and it is the setting in The Merciless 2 by Danielle Vega. The Merciless 2 takes place at a Catholic boarding school, and while the school itself isn't inherently creepy, just everything that's happening in the story adds to it, and there's some abandoned churches that aren't really being used, and although I don't find churches in and of themselves creepy, just the way that they're used within the story is absolutely terrifying. And there's wooded areas, there's just all types of creepy settings in this book, and Danielle Vega's writing really transports you into the story to the point where you can almost smell the smells of the old church and just sense everything that's going on around you. Just the entire book as a whole is so creepy and chilling, but the setting definitely adds to the eeriness of the whole story. And coming in at number 1 on my list is The Forest in Don't Breathe a Word by Jennifer McMahon. I just talked about this book a couple weeks ago. This is an adult mystery about a woman who has to revisit her childhood when her cousin got abducted or something like that, and they used to go and play in this forest, and while they were playing with all of these fairies and trying to find the fairy king. Sometimes they would even sneak out at night, and just picturing this eerie forest with clearings where there's just kind of an ominous subtext to the whole setting of where the book takes place. This book still freaks me out when I think about it. I think that it's definitely an underrated book, and if you're looking for a creepy mystery that will keep you guessing until the last page, I definitely recommend picking up Don't Breathe a Word by Jennifer McMahon. Fairies, mystery, what more can you ask for in a spooky setting? And there you guys go. Those are 5 creepy, spooky settings. Let me know what settings in books you have found spooky down below in the comments, and we can talk about those together. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below to see more bookish videos. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you next time.